I saw an AI make money, flirt online, and outwork a full marketing team while I was sleeping. No clicks, no supervision, no stress. It just did the work. And if that sounds impossible, you haven't seen FlowithOS yet. Because this isn't just ChatGPT with a new coat of paint. It's full self-driving for the internet. Now, while everyone's busy arguing about ChatGPT versus Gemini, a small startup quietly built something that makes both look outdated. This is FlowithOS, and it might be the most powerful AI that you've never heard of. Hey everyone, it's Jake Dawson here. I test AI tools so you don't waste your time or cash on overhyped nonsense. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how this thing runs tasks across multiple websites at the same time and keeps going while you're asleep. And it never needs you to check in or fix it. You're going to see how it actually thinks and acts like a human, except faster, cheaper, and without needing that coffee break. Look, if you're trying to scale your business without cloning yourself, you're wasting time and money. Now, this tool is as close as it gets to having an AI assistant who can actually execute, not just give you suggestions. Oh, and by the way, inside my school community, I walk you through automations like this step by step, share templates, and help you set them up for your own business. So be sure to check that out in the link in the description below. All right, let's break down the 3 things that make FlowithOS totally different from every other so-called AI browser. First up, true autonomous operation. Set it, forget it. Here's the problem. Every AI tool you've ever used needs you to babysit it. ChatGPT just sits there waiting for you to type something. Chrome with AI features, it still needs you to click. Even tools like Zapier or Make.com require you to build the workflow, test it, and pray that it doesn't break. You're still managing it all manually. FlowithOS doesn't play that game. It actually runs on its own. And I mean completely on its own. Recurring tasks, scheduled operations, multiple workflows happening at the same time, no supervision required. Once you set it up, it's like having an employee that never sleeps and never forgets. Let me show you exactly how it works. So let's say you want to monitor your top 3 competitors every single morning. Check their blogs, social media, maybe any pricing updates they've made. Normally, you'd open 10 tabs, dig through everything, and copy-paste the results somewhere. Not anymore. Here's what you do. Inside FlowithOS, you open a new task and type this command. Every morning at 6 a.m., scan competitor A, B, and C's websites and social media profiles. Extract any new post or pricing updates from the last 24 hours and compile a summary report in Google Docs. That's it. You don't need to tell it where to click, what site to visit, or how to organize the report. It figures that out all automatically. Now, let's take a look here. This is the tasks panel, the command center of FlowithOS, if you will. Every task you've created lives here. You can literally watch them move from running to complete. When a task wraps up, it stays here with a clean green check mark. If it's one that repeats, you'll see a small note at the bottom showing when it's set to run again. Here, I've got one task scheduled for 6 a.m. tomorrow, and a few others running quietly in the background that I haven't even needed to look at for days. While you're sleeping, it's working. While you're on vacation, it's working. You wake up to a fresh competitive report sitting in your inbox before you've even poured your first cup of coffee. And it doesn't just apply to competitor tracking. You can have FlowithOS run lead generation every morning, engage on your social media automatically, or generate weekly reports without ever opening a spreadsheet. If you've been using AI tools but still feel like you're doing all the heavy lifting, this is the game changer. And that's when automation finally starts to feel like magic. All right, so let's talk about the second big thing that makes FlowithOS a total game changer. Cross-platform workflow orchestration. That's just a fancy way of saying it handles everything from start to finish across multiple websites, all from one prompt. Right now, if you want to research a competitor, you know how it goes. You open Twitter, you scroll through posts, you jump to their website, then maybe over to Product Hunt, and then you read some reviews, you copy things into a Google Doc, and before you know it, 45 minutes of your life is gone. FlowithOS fixes all of that. You give it one prompt and it takes care of everything from intent to execution. And here's where it gets really interesting. As FlowithOS works across multiple sites, you can actually watch everything that it's doing. Every click, scroll, and action in motion. If it's taking a little longer than you'd like, or you want to step in and guide it, you can actually just hit pause. You instantly take control, make your adjustments, and then hit resume. And it picks up exactly where it left off. That balance, full automation with instant manual control, That's what makes FlowithOS feel less like a tool and more like a teammate. Let me walk you through one example that completely blew my mind. Someone typed in, "Find me Kim Kardashian style fashion items, but on a budget." Now you're probably thinking, well, all right, cute example. But wait till you see what it did. Here's what happened. First, it went to Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it this week, and it read through over 100 Kim Kardashian posts to figure out her fashion preferences. I mean, it literally studied her outfits, brands that she mentioned, even the kinds of captions that she used. Then it moved to phase 2, discovery. It opened multiple shopping websites, not just one, and started looking for budget-friendly alternatives to Kim's products that matched the same vibe. And here's where it gets crazy. Phase 3. It didn't just find the products, it added them to shopping carts across different websites, lined everything up, and had them ready for checkout. So, from social media research to full shopping carts, one single prompt. That's it. You're not stuck inside one platform anymore. You describe the outcome you want, and it figures out every step of the process. No scripts, no coding, no pre-built automations. It just thinks it through. Now imagine this in a real business case use. You can say, scan product hunt for today's top product, analyze screenshots and user feedback, and compile an investment report in Google Docs. Done. Or find the top 10 competitors in my industry, visit their websites, grab their pricing, compare features, and create a spreadsheet. Done. You could even say, read the latest 50 posts in my industry on Reddit and Twitter, identify trending pain points, and write 5 social media posts about them. Done. Now take a look here. This is the steps view in real time. You can actually watch the agent think through each phase. It navigates, makes decisions, switches between websites, and adjusts based on what it finds. It's not following a boring list of instructions like a robot. It's reasoning its way through tasks like a human would. This is where FlowithOS separates itself from every other AI browser out there. You're not just automating clicks, you're automating thought. And once you see it work like this, you'll never look at automation the same way again. All right, here's the third thing that makes FlowithOS so impressive. And honestly, this is the part that made me realize we're stepping into a whole new era of AI. Most tools are either smart or social. You know, you've got your LLMs. They're super smart, they're great at reasoning, but they can't actually do anything. Then you've got browser automation tools. They can click buttons, fill forms, but they have no clue what they're actually doing. You end up choosing between an AI that thinks but doesn't act, or one that acts but doesn't think. FlowithOS changes that completely. It's the first tool that I've seen that can actually do both. It's got what I'd call dual intelligence. Code-level reasoning for logic, and visual understanding for context. Basically, high IQ for strategy, high EQ for real-world interaction. It's like having an employee who's both a developer and a people person, which, let's be honest, that's a rare combo. Let me show you what I mean. The team behind FlowithOS ran a few wild tests to prove just how far this thing can go. The first one was poker. They gave it 10 rounds to play, and it pulled off flawless decision-making under pressure. It calculated odds, predicted moves, and it adapted its strategy on the fly. Not bad for something that doesn't even have a heartbeat. Now the second test is even crazier. They put it in charge of managing a live stream with over 500 people commenting in real time. The agent replied, it engaged with viewers, it kept the tone consistent with the brand voice, and it boosted engagement by 3 times compared to human moderation. And the best part? It didn't get tired, it didn't miss a single comment, and it didn't accidentally reply LOL to a serious message. This is where I started thinking, okay, this isn't hype anymore. The creators say FlowithOS actually outperforms Google Gemini and OpenAI when it comes to browser tasks. And honestly, from what I've seen, I believe them. It's not just faster, it's sharper. It understands what you want, and then it figures out the best way to make that happen step by step. Now here's the secret sauce behind it. FlowithOS doesn't just sit on top of a browser like most AI tools do. It's built from the ground up as an agent operating system. That means it can literally manipulate websites at the code level, click buttons, fill forms, extract data, you name it. And at the same time, it can visually understand what's going on the page. It can see a layout like you do, understand where things are, and adjust based on the situation. That's why it feels more like a digital employee rather than just another piece of software. It doesn't just follow commands, it understands them. And when you combine that with autonomy, that's when it starts doing things that honestly feel a little bit science fiction. All right, let me give you my honest take after spending the last week testing this thing nonstop. FlowithOS isn't just another browser with a few AI add-ons slapped on top. It's not ChatGPT hiding behind a new interface. This is a completely different kind of setup. It's built as a native environment where AI agents actually live, think, and act on their own. It's the closest thing that I've seen to AI that doesn't just talk about doing the work, but actually does the work. And here's what really hit me while I was using it. For the first time ever, I felt like I was working with AI instead of managing it. I wasn't hovering over every step, correcting things, or piecing together results manually. I just described what I wanted, I walked away, and then I came back to see it done perfectly. That feeling, going from being a manager to being a strategist, that's the shift that we've been waiting for. And honestly, once you experience that, there's no going back. If you have just one takeaway from this video, let it be this. Traditional AI tools assist you. FlowithOS, it works with you. It's the difference between hiring a really smart intern who keeps asking you what to do next versus a seasoned employee who you can hand a project to and they'll just figure it out. And if you've ever managed people before, you know how big of a difference that is. Now, is it perfect? Not yet. It just launched, which means you'll run into the occasional hiccup. Some complex tasks might need tweaking, and you'll need to get used to writing prompts that are a bit more detailed. And yes, you're giving the AI some serious access, so you need to be okay with that. But guys, the direction this is heading, the capabilities that already exist, they're not hype. This is the real deal. Look, I get it. You're running a business, juggling emails, spreadsheets, marketing, clients, probably all at once. You're buried in the day-to-day tasks when you should be focused on strategy and growth. FlowithOS doesn't replace you, it frees you. It takes the repetitive stuff off of your plate so you can focus on the high-value work that actually moves your business forward. That's the transformation here. You stop working in the weeds and start operating like a CEO again. And that's what this whole AI movement is supposed to be about, not replacing people, but giving them their time and focus back. All right, here's what you need to know if you want to try FlowithOS for yourself.
It has just launched, and here's the great news. You've been exclusively invited to the public beta. With your invitation code, you can access and use FlowithOS for free with limited credits to test out all these powerful features. This is a special early access opportunity, and I've got 20 invitation codes to share with you in the comments below.
Here's how to get it. Go to try.flowith.io and download FlowithOS. It's available for both Windows and Mac. I'll drop the link in the description and pin it in the comments for anyone watching on mobile. And trust me, if you want to experience the future of autonomous browsing while it's just beginning, this is your shot. Now, I'm curious, what's the first workflow that you'd automate if you had a browser agent that could think and act on its own? Would you have it do lead gen, research competitors, or maybe handle your customer replies while you sleep? Guys, drop a comment below. Let me know. I read every single one, and I love seeing what ideas you guys come up with. And if you want more videos like this, where I actually test these tools, show what they can really do, and cut through all the marketing fluff, hit that subscribe button. I post new deep dives every week, all focused on real-world automations that help business owners get results without drowning in tech headaches. And hey, if you want more than just reviews, and you actually want to plug these automations into your own business, I share all my templates and give hands-on support inside my school community. So again, you can check that out in the link in the description. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching the video. I will see you in the next one where we're going to take this even further and dive into AI-powered productivity. You just click on the video to my left and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. See you there.